All right, so we're out shooting this gorgeous, gorgeous waterfall, which is, well, along a beach and has this miniature waterfall, which is along the side there.
Pfeiffer State Park.
And David here, he's doing 5 bracketed HDR with his makeshift polarizer on the front
It's not a
using,
makeshift polarizer. It's just too large.
so he's using the one of the few FE lenses for Sony mirrorless, the FE Sony Zeiss 24-70 on the a7rii Mark II, the latest mirrorless camera. And I'm over here using the Sony a7. No, it's not the a7 Mark II, but just the regular a7 with the 10 to 18 millimeter wide angle lens. Now, the creative thing about this lens is that I can still use it on the full frame sensor between 12 and 18. So that's one thing that I absolutely love about this lens. So our settings are actually pretty much identical. You actually can't see his screen because he's in the middle of taking a picture right now with flies around him. So that's his frame that he has, shooting different brackets, ISO 50 with the f22 aperture, and simultaneously I actually have the same settings. No, we didn't plan that, it just happened that way. But for my camera, I'm actually just doing the 3 instead of 5, and shooting raw, my usual. Nothing really out of the ordinary from my other images, but you kind of get the gist of that. This is actually the scene that we're doing. And you can see how you have a lot of colors. You have a lot of greens and a lot of blues and this gorgeous emerald green color of the water. And I'm actually getting a little bit of this. You can't see it on the iPhone because it's not a wide angle lens, but I'm actually getting all this brush and stuff in the photo because I really like shooting wide and getting as much in the frame as I possibly can. So I'm just doing 3, so you'll see those shots. So this is what I have. I have my brightest, which is the longest exposure, the neutral, which is at 0, and then the -2. So I'm going to put these together in Photomatics, see what I get with those, and that's pretty much the shot. Okay, so explain to us why you're using this filter that you have on the front of your lens.
I have a polarizer, Hoya polarizer, and also Hoya neutral density. I think this is a 4-stop neutral density. What I'm trying to do is blur the water to get more of a creamy look. So I've got the 2 filters to really darken it down. I'm using the neutral density to do that, and then also the polarizer because it's taking me down about another half a stop. And I'm also able to dial in a little more of the green and the blue with the polarizer.
Now, one thing that's really creative about how Dave shoots compared to how I'm shooting, even though we're pretty much using the exact same settings a little bit, but his images are actually going to be a whole lot slower than my images because of that filter. And so that's actually a big advantage because you'll get the silkiness of the water movement. I'm not going to have that too much, but just so that way we have different shots since we're kind of essentially in the same spot. If I step back here, you guys can kind of see where we are.
Even though I was here first. No problem.
And at first I was a little bit further down there, but moved up here to where he was. So that's what we have. Pretty great shot. And so hope you guys look for more images, which I'll have at the end of this video.